Hey guys, big fish is really coming along. It might be kind of hard to tell what's going on with it so far. It may not look like much right now, but this is one of the most important steps, is getting this framing in right and getting the whole structure underneath the cool part of the fish that everybody will see to be really fortified and structurally sound, so that it is just super, super sturdy once it's installed. Hopefully you can see what's going on here, but basically this pipe right here is a very thick-walled, heavy-duty pipe, and this little collar you see sticking out of the ground here is actually buried in the ground 4 feet deep. So this post is about 8 feet long. And there's a matching little sleeve post like this embedded in concrete in the alleyway up in Battle Lake. So all I have to work with here is pretty sandy soil, but because it's going down so deep, I'm confident that it's not going to fall over or anything. One downside of not having a concrete footing here is this whole structure is so heavy as it goes up, and there's so much weight on the front of it that there is, I don't know if you can see, like this little seam right here. When I'm up on top, wiggling it back and forth and testing the structure for strength, you can actually see this whole post just shifting back and forth a tiny bit. So we'll go up top and take a look, but some of the movement that you'll observe is not the structure bending or moving at all. It's actually this pipe in the ground wiggling a tiny bit back and forth in the sand. Anyway, it's probably boring to most of you guys. Basically, I'm just showing you this whole outside will be covered with, you know, the colored metal that'll make the fish look really cool, but inside there's just tons of like X-bracing in every direction and stuff going on underneath that skin to make the structure be very, very sturdy. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a peek at that. I mean, you can look all the way up here and see internally each of these little sections that are going to be bolted together like this, making up the fish. Each section is kind of a little fortress unto itself, that individually they're very, very strong, and once they're attached, it's kind of like building blocks going up. And so anyway, that's what's taking me a while to get down, but it's very necessary and very worthwhile to make sure that once the fish is in place, it's going to be really, really sturdy. Yikes. This isn't even that high up here, you guys, but I'm a little bit, tiny bit afraid of heights. So, and this whole platform that I'm on, it moves a tiny bit. I mean, it's sturdy. It can't fall over or fall apart, but it can do this when I'm up here working. And so sometimes, and there's nothing to hang on to, so sometimes I just get a little like, whoa. But I think you'll agree, the view of my truck and the firewood and part of another truck, the only word is majestic, right? So anyway, so this way out here is going to be the end of the fish's head, and you can see it goes all the way down to the ground there, and it's taller than my whole shop, you guys. I mean, this thing is huge. At one point, one of the committee members was concerned that if there was a car parked in front of this thing, it wouldn't maybe be that visible. I can confidently say, no worries. This thing is going to be visible, folks. Anyway, it's coming along. Up here you can see a little bit more of this structural stuff happening. Once I got each of these little individual sections made that are bolted together, I needed to assemble the entire fish so I could gauge if the shape was how I wanted it to be. It is. And the next step was to just check the whole thing for overall structural integrity. And that involves just a lot of kind of pushing on it, pulling on it, seeing where there's any movement or flex anywhere in the steel itself. And at this point, I'm really pretty happy with it. None of the fish itself is moving. I know you can see it moving when I'm pushing on it like this, but you probably can't see this. I have a good view of straight down to the pipe going into the ground, and I can assure you any of this movement you're seeing is just the pipe moving, which will not be the case up in Battle Lake. It's in concrete, so it can't move. So anyway, that's where we are. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm still concerned, not worried, but very cognizant of the deadline, which is, this is a crazy amount of work to get done in the time I was allotted, but it is what it is, and it will happen. So, determination. Anyway, I will try to get used to this whole shaky scaffolding situation and catch you later. I, at this point, can't promise I will do another video in a week. I don't know when it'll happen. But when I get a little bit farther along, I'll post another update and show you guys what I'm up to. So, in the meantime, thanks for hanging out with me at my shop. Later.